Okay, so today we're going to dive into something kind of wild. We're talking about a children's book, but get this, it doesn't have page numbers at all.
Yeah, that's definitely not something you see every day. It's got to be intentional, right? Like, what's the author going for here?
Right. It's written by this author, Nona Moysu, and one of the sources mentioned that they want the reader to just be totally present in the story.
Makes sense. You ever notice how you're reading and you flip the page and you're like, oh man, only a few pages left. It's like you're thinking about finishing instead of being in the moment.
Totally. I'll admit I do that all the time. But think about it, like a kid, right? They're just starting to read, getting lost in a story for the first time. This is like their introduction to books, and boom, no page numbers.
It's kind of brilliant when you think about it. Like kids, they just want to know what happens next. This just lets them, I don't know, just be completely in that world.
Right. They're not thinking, oh, am I on page 10, page 20? They're just along for the ride. It's refreshing, really.
It really is. It makes you wonder if we as adults could benefit from that too. Just ditch the page numbers, forget about how much is left, and just enjoy the story.
Now, this Nona Moysu, they're a bit of an enigma themselves.
Bit of a mystery, yeah.
The sources mention they have a background in law enforcement, which is interesting in itself.
Yeah, how does that even, what's the connection there?
And get this, their name, Nona Moysu, it's an anagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for anonymous, which we've actually talked about before, right? This idea of the anonymous artist.
Right, right. Like sometimes knowing who created something can change how you see it, you know?
Exactly. And with the children's book, especially one like this, it's almost like they're saying, look, it's not about me, it's about the story, the experience.
And going back to the whole no page number thing, it's like those two ideas are totally connected, right? It's
Wow.
about removing distractions, letting the story be the focus.
Makes you think about how we approach art in general, doesn't it?
Yeah, like are we too focused on the creator?
Yeah.
On the technical aspects?
Sometimes maybe it's better to just let go and let the experience take over.
It's something to think about, for sure. I mean, I know I will. Just goes to show, even something as simple as a children's book can really make you think.
Absolutely. The next time you pick up a book, any book, take a second to appreciate all the little choices the author made. You never know what you'll find. Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive. Thanks for joining us. And until next time, keep exploring the unexpected.